It's been a tale of two stadiums this year between the Rangers and the Athletics. In late April, both teams failed to get a win on their home turf, resulting in sweeps for each squad on the road. Last night, it was no different. Ron Washington and the Rangers came out swinging as they tallied 14 runs and took Game 1 of the series. Tonight, Yu Darvish takes the hill. The Japanese right-hander has been sensational since he joined the majors, but he has had major problems versus the green and gold, losing 7 of his last 8 contests. It's Game 2. It's the A's and the Rangers next. A's fans filing in as we are getting set for Game 2 of this 3-game series, and Yu Darvish is going to take them on for the Rangers. He will be opposed by A's left-hander Tommy Milone. The Rangers won a slugfest last night. We may have a pitcher's duel tonight. Game 2 of the series. It's the Oakland A's hosting the Texas Rangers right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball, along with my broadcast partner, Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. We all know the story with Yu Darvish. He pitches great against everybody else, does not pitch well against the A's. And, Ray, he has something to build on tonight. He's coming off his first ever shutout.
He's an amazing pitcher. I've never seen a pitcher with so many different pitches. And, of course, he always pitches out of the stretch. But he throws all the pitches that it seems that the Athletics will take. The Miami club did not, as he shut them out for the first time. 10 strikeouts, which he will always get a lot of strikeouts. But it seems like the A's are very patient with him. He's frustrated when he throws pitches that maybe other hitters swing at. The A's do not. And there's an example right there. But that's the frustration part for him. He has a kind of a personal catcher right now, former Athletic Chris Jimenez. See if that's going to help him as he'll be making his 5th start catching Yu Darvish.
So a lot of talk about Darvish. Let's not forget about Tommy Milone. He has not lost since May 3rd. He's pitching great.
Especially here at the Coliseum, and the crafty left-hander does exactly that. He's changed a little bit of his delivery. He's thrown a great two-seam fastball, outstanding changeup, and especially pitching here at the Coliseum. He loves it, so I think I agree with you. This could be a pretty good pitching matchup tonight after the slugfest last night. A lot of runs scored last night, a lot of hits. Unfortunately, they scored 8 runs and couldn't win.
Indeed, they gave up a season-high 14 runs. So we'll see if we indeed have a pitcher's duel tonight with Darvish and Milone taking them out. When we come back to the O.co Coliseum, we'll give you the lineups for tonight's game, and then we'll have the first pitch, so stick around. It's the A's and the Rangers coming up.
you by Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box for the new Jalapeno Ranch or Barbecue Ultimate Cheeseburgers at participating restaurants. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, we're just moments away from first pitch.
Here they come.
Game 2 of the series between the Oakland A's, who will send Tommy Milone to the mound tonight, and the Texas Rangers, so an AL West matchup. Of course, the Rangers won last night in a slugfest. 14-8 was the final score. Can't imagine that happening again tonight with Milone and Darvish on the mound. We shall see. Game time weather presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. Warmer tonight, 71 degrees at first pitch. Last night it was 59 degrees, and it really cooled off as the game went on. So a little bit warmer tonight. Crowd still filing in. Tommy Milone taking his warm-up tosses. So let's look at the lineup tonight for the Texas Rangers, and it looks, quite frankly, a lot like last night. Ian Robertson's going to lead off in center. Then it's Andrus, Chu will DH, Beltre, Rios, Murphy. Jimenez gets the start tonight at catcher. Then Michael Choice and Rougned Odor round out the lineup for the Rangers.
Tommy Milone pitched in the 7th inning down at Anaheim his last start. One start this year against the Rangers, but we talked about the great numbers recently for Tommy Milone. A no decision against Texas early in the season. He's only won one time. He's 1-4 career against the Texas club, but that could change starting tonight, especially pitching here at the Coliseum and pitching so well. Changeup still is his best pitch because he will throw it multiple times, and with his catcher John Jaso, expect to see him call him tonight as well.
Here's the A's defense tonight. Cespedes, Crisp, and Vogt in the outfield. A few changes on the infield. Haspel plays third. Punto plays short. Sogard at second. Moss at first with John Jaso doing the catching. Josh Donaldson's going to get the night off, and Jed Lowry is going to DH tonight. So Bob Melvin shuffling around a little bit on the infield, on the left side especially.
Center fielder.
He's come in with the best record in the American League at 42-28. 4.5 game lead over the Angels, but the Angels are winning big time tonight in Cleveland, and that game just about over. We'll let you know when that goes final. So a little sunshine yet to deal with in right field and just a little bit in center field, but that'll be gone shortly as Daniel Robertson steps in. The first pitch is outside.
Stephen Vogt hopes the sun goes away quickly. Catcher playing the outfield. 2 of the 3 catchers in the lineup tonight.
And there's a strike. 1-1 to Daniel Robertson, hitting .211 with 3 RBIs. Couple of hits last night. There's the Rangers with 14 runs and 16 hits last night. We all know the story there. They hit 4 home runs. That's Andy Fletcher calling balls and strikes tonight. Mark Wagner is the crew chief for this group. He's down at third. And 14 runs the A's gave up last night. Most they've given up in any game this year. So 3-1 with Elvis Andrus to follow, and then Shin-Soo Choo, the top 3 hitters for the Rangers. And that one is down around the knees for a strike.
Pitchers always like the low strike when it's called. Mark Wagner, or Andy Fletcher, that is, the home plate umpire tonight, making the call on a couple of fastballs lower part of the zone.
Yeah, pitch is hit into right field, and it's a base hit. So Robertson opens up the ball game with an opposite field single.
Time now for the Nissan keys of the game for Darvish versus Milone. That's right.
Batting in the
Something has to
second
give
position.
because they're both pitching well. The bottom of the Rangers lineup can't beat you, boy. They have done a good job, and they're down there again tonight. Starting with Donnie Murphy. Odor, of course, a great night last night. Some young players, some veteran players, and a bunch of players that want to play.
The Rangers are 35-35, and they are currently 7 games behind the Athletics in the AL West. trying to put together a run. Andrus attempts to bunt, he missed it. The Rangers have done fairly well in the division. They're 16-12 against the division. The A's are 19-14.
And Ron Washington will continue to sacrifice as he did last night. Elvis Andrus was bunting for a base hit, trying to push the ball to the right side.
And they had a couple sacrifice bunts last night and a sacrifice fly, and that's what they do. They're not a team that has been hitting a lot of home runs. Of course, last night they did, but overall this season they've hit 50, which is the third fewest in the American League. Quick throw at first. Elvis Andrus had a couple of hits last night. Robertson with a pretty good lead at first. And that one's inside, and now it's 2-1.
As we know, Tommy Malone's not overpowering with any of his pitches, and he went 3-2 to Robertson on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. And you see a pitcher enough, you start thinking, don't try to pull the off-speed pitch, try to go to the opposite field, and Robertson did it with the fastball. But Tommy is throwing his changeup well, then he's going to get a lot of ground balls pulled to the left side.
Needs one here. There's a big hole on that right side, and Andrus does hit the ball that way fairly well, which is always the chance you take. The last 7 starts, the fastball has been a better pitch for Malone, and that doesn't mean he's throwing it any harder, because he's not, but he's finding better spots in the strike zone.
Well, he's added the two-seam fastball, which helps. A little cutter, the two-seamer, trying to induce players to hit the ball on the ground, which can result in double plays. Like right now.
Foul back. May have been ball 4, but Andrus didn't want to take a chance, so the count now full.
They threw Robertson a fastball 3-2, now 3-2 count to Andrus, and changeup has not been thrown enough, or at least a lot so far in the first 12 pitches. Make it 11th, 12th coming up. But it's just a matter of trying to throw it and make it look like a changeup or a fastball, but he's going to get a fastball instead inside.
Robertson takes off, and the pitch is hit foul right side. Malone's last loss was May 3rd. That was in Boston. Since then, 4-0 with 3 no decisions. And an ERA right at 2. So you go 7 starts without a loss. You're on a good roll, and he certainly is. Remember, he started the season, his first 5 starts, he was 0-3. Robertson, big lead at first, and he takes off, and Andrus swings and misses. Throw down to second base is light. So a strikeout and a stolen base. So 1 out, runner in scoring position. A's made a transaction today. Evan Scribner is back up. Brought up from Sacramento. He is out in the bullpen right now. That's the good news. The bad news is Drew Pomeranz fractured his right hand. It's his the pinky area of his right hand, and he did it by punching a chair last night when he got taken out of the game.
Did the chair fight back?
The chair, it's amazing. The chair never fights back, but it usually wins, if that makes any sense. So a disappointing situation for Drew Pomeranz really last night, the first night that he didn't pitch well. So there was no timetable on how long he would be out. It's his right hand, obviously non-throwing hand. Want to know to Chu. Maybe the most frustrating thing is here's your first opportunity to be in a rotation on a regular basis, and you're pitching well, and you have a bad outing, and you let your emotions get away a little bit.
And really, that should not happen, only because you're going to have bad outings. It's common knowledge that you make 35 starts. If you can have a perfect start 35, you're a superstar. But it's not going to happen. You're just going to have your ups and downs. The best always have their ups and downs.
Sogard handles a tough hop and he throws out Chu. That's the second out, and now Robertson is at third. So that's the transaction. The A's actually made a trade today.
In the fourth position,
acquired left-handed pitcher Brad Mills from the Milwaukee Brewers for cash considerations. Mills has been in the big leagues a little bit. Not a lot of success at the big league level, but this year in AAA was pitching great. So the deal is on Saturday, the A's will need a starting pitcher because that'll be Pomeranz's spot. And we'll see if it's a possibility if Brad Mills could be called up. We don't know that, but certainly is a possibility. We shall see.
Well, that 17 strikeouts, 18 walks, that's pretty impressive. I don't care where you're pitching, and PCL is known probably more of a hitter's league, at least at one time it was.
Beltre, a base hit, and that's going to knock in a run. 2 out RBI hits are killers, and Beltre just had one. Hit it hard right up the middle, 1-0 Texas.
Throw him a changeup, and the way the infield was positioning Beltre, they probably thought he was going to pull it a little bit more. 80-mile-an-hour changeup, and he struck out Andrus on the 3-2, allowing Robertson to steal second. And that's just pretty good hitting, and especially the way the infield, see where the shortstop Punto is playing, and no chance to get to the ball as it was placed perfectly.
So Beltre gets his 35th RBI. Good note there. Nearly a 400 batting average against changeups. Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. And that's interesting because Beltre, I mean, he takes a big swing. He swings hard. But we have seen him hit the ball the other way with some power. Want to know to Rios.
And Tommy left the changeup a little bit up, but 80 miles per hour. His fastball is 87, and not a bad differential, especially the way he throws it. But if you have a 400 batting average on a changeup, maybe you shouldn't throw him.
No, that's true.
Because he can handle them. And
interesting, Ray. There, the batting average on changeups is up this year against Malone. But we showed you the fastball numbers where that's gotten better as this year has gone on. In years past, I think the changeup's been his best pitch. Maybe this year, maybe the fastball's becoming a more important pitch for him. Rios down the left field line, and he hooked it, and it's foul. Not by much.
Well, the thing about pitching, let's say in this division, when you're playing a team 19 times, you're going to see them. They're going to get very familiar. And maybe from Yu Darvish's standpoint, seeing the A's as much as the Rangers do, maybe that's factored into his inability to get them out on a consistent basis. We talk about Tanaka. The only time he's lost this year was against a team that he's faced twice, and that would be the Cubs in interleague play. But you know, you get kind of familiar with certain pitchers, and they know Tommy Malone has a good changeup, and maybe they sit on it a little bit more.
I mean, this is Tommy Malone. He's been around long enough now, and he's pitched a lot of games. This is his 8th start against the Rangers in his career, second this year. Two pitches high. Now full count to Alex Rios. Donnie Murphy. Don't want to face him. He's a hot hitter. So Beltre will take off. Moss is behind him. Rios, a little flare, shallow right field. Sogard over toward the line, and he makes the catch. Side retired. A run on 2 hits. 2 out hit by Beltre. Knocks in Robertson. 1-0 Texas. The Athletics. Cespedes is getting ready. Oh man, that looks good. That's worth a couple hits right there, I think. Coco, Chris, John Jaso, and Cespedes, the top 3 for these. Then Moss, Lowry, Vogt, and the bottom 3 it's Callasco, Punto, and Sogard.
The man is known to have 7 different pitches. He will throw an assortment, and he'll throw all of them. But Yu Darvish, 7-2, very impressive. 2.11 earned run average. Strikeouts, of course, always at the top, 101 with just 27 walks. He will throw a lot of different pitches and expect a lot of times hitters to swing at them. A lot of times they will swing at pitches out of the strike zone.
In the outfield, it's Choice, Robertson, Rios for the Rangers. On the infield, Beltre, Andrus, Odor, and Murphy, with Jimenez doing the catching tonight. So Darvish will again try to figure out the Athletics, and he has not mastered them as of yet. As Coco Chris steps in.
You know, at the end of the warm-up, the catcher, in this case Jimenez, throws the ball to second base. They throw it around. Beltre's got the ball in his hand. Darvish looks in the umpire, gets another baseball. Beltre is standing at third base, flips it to Gallego. I mean, what's wrong? What could be wrong with a baseball? But I guess he didn't like it. His last pitch, maybe. First pitch cutter out of the strike zone. He does throw hard. He can throw mid-90s with his fastball. And then throw a couple of different curveballs, 2 and 4 seam with a cutter. I don't know that Jimenez has enough fingers, but you just go through multiple sides until you get one.
2-0 to Coco Crisp.
He's had him on the ropes here. Got a no decision. And that's what he throws. 2 and 4 seam fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, slower curve, split, changeup.
That one bounced to the right side. Odor has it. And that's the first out here. Now, the last time that he beat the Athletics was his first start against the A's. First ever start. May 16th of 2012. He was very good that night. And you and I said, hey, we're going to have to face this guy for 6 more years. But since then, He just has not been able to figure it out. It's really amazing. 8 starts since those highlights. He's 0-7 with a 5.32 ERA. There's been a handful of games where he's pitched very well and he's lost 1-0, but there's also been a handful of games where he just cannot get the ace to chase the pitches that other teams chase. And I think that's where the frustration gets going for Darvish.
If you look at last year in 4 starts, 6 innings, 101 pitches, 6 innings, 109, 5 plus 100, 7, 113. And 2 of those bookends were 1-0 losses. So he has a tendency to throw a lot of pitches, which he's capable because he's strong enough.
That's a shot to right, and it drops out of the glove of Rios, and he hustles back after it, and Jaso is aboard.
A sinking line drive, which should be a base hit. We will see what it's called. Been in the sun, but the key to this was the fact that it was a sinking line drive, and outfielders, even good outfielders, have a tough time with the ball sinking as quickly as that one did. And I guess Rios is happy that the ball did not go so far past him that Jaso could get extra bases on it. Well, it's amazing how it just kind of dropped straight down.
So a base hit for Jaso, and here's Yoenis Cespedes. Cespedes had a home run and 4 RBIs last night, so he now has 48 runs batted in on the year. That's 8th best in the American League. Numbers versus Darvish, 3 for 14. He's got a home run, but he has also struck out 9 times.
Darvish has used his fastball so far, which that in itself may be different for him because the A's are accustomed to seeing a lot of breaking pitches from the right-hander.
One bounce foul.
Yeah, maybe Jimenez has been catching it. Maybe just tell him to trust his stuff, especially the fastball, establish it early. Chris was with the A's in spring training, had a big beard. Remember that big beard he had? And shaved it. Ends up with the Rangers due to injuries to other catchers.
Oh-2 pitch, got him swinging 80 miles an hour, and that's the first strikeout for Darvish. All right, check this out. This is on you, Darvish, and this is what the A's do compared to the rest of the league against Darvish's fastball and his cutter. Look at the batting average, slugging percentage, that's line drive percentage, LD. So no surprise, the green is what the A's do, the yellow is what the rest of the league does, and that's the fastball cutter, and that's pitches that he throws the most, obviously.
He just threw one to Cespedes to strike him out. Cutter that was thrown hard to the outside part of the plate.
Good pitch there, outside corner, a strike to Moss. .600th career strikeout for you, Darvish, so that's quite an accomplishment. And short of halfway through his 3rd big league season. His contract was a 6-year contract, so 3 more years on that deal after this year. He's 3rd in the league in ERA. He's 6th in the league in strikeouts so far. Moss was 17 home runs, and he had one last night.
Oh, that is right.
They did?
Wow.
Huh. Didn't see that coming.
Didn't either. I just heard the fans, and the fans reacted. And
so the count 1-2. Jaso, the runner at first, he had a base hit. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Picked up by Jimenez. He's going to have to get it to first. He does. side retired. There seems to be a little confusion. Moss didn't really run hard down to first base. He may have thought he actually fouled it, but he did not. So we're through one at the Coliseum. The Rangers won.
Hey, fans, it's time for Overtime.com. If it's in, you win.
Common bet on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live bookends, instant replay, score, stats, audio, free MLB.tv game of the day, and more. Download on the App Store or visit athletics.com today.
One nothing Rangers, second inning. Rangers got a Beltre 2-out RBI single in the first inning for the run in the game, and now they'll send up Murphy, Jimenez, and Choice. Donnie Murphy was a 2-homer game last night.
Well, he was saying he didn't believe it. The fact that he had 4 home runs total for all season, 3 of them here at the Coliseum. He did the batting averages away from the Coliseum, and what he's done here, he'd be in the Hall of Fame if he did the same in every other park that he does, the park that he used to play in.
He's 6 for 18 with 3 home runs against the A's this year.
Said he had a good year with the Cubs, and they waived him, and that's about the same time as Profar got injured for the Rangers, and the Rangers picked him up, so he played at different positions.
Puto charges, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Donnie Murphy played his 4th game at first last night, and back there again tonight for number 5. But it's not true that first base is such an easy position anybody can play.
The catcher, number
have to work at it, and he's worked well enough to be able to at least do the job. Infielders, matter of catching the ball, whether it's a ground ball or a thrown ball across the infield.
1 out. Here's Jimenez. First pitch is a bit outside. Now, if you're an A's fan and maybe you went to spring training this year, you said, wait a minute. Chris Jimenez, wasn't he with the A's in spring training? Yes, he was. And for pretty much the entire spring training. He's picked up on a waiver claim by the Rangers, and now he's in the big leagues.
Well, that just goes to show you the number of injuries the Rangers have had this season, and just talked about 2 players that were acquired by the Rangers due to the injuries.
Number 15, Michael.
That's what happens, guys. Get chances to play. Kevin Kuzmanov did a very good job before he injured his back. Ron Washington said last night After being down 2-0, got 2 runners on base. He said, I had to get one of them back. And that's why he had Murphy bunt as early as he did, but they ended up scoring the 2 runs and won the game.
The 1-0 to Michael Choice. Well, interesting theory there. So he was just saying, you know what, let's just get on the board and then go from there.
Well, they're gift runs, and we've talked about it often that early in the game, you get a runner in scoring position, especially at third and less than 2 outs, you put the ball in play, especially just a ground ball, you're going to get a run. Later in the game, that would not be the case, but I think Wash is in the belief that looking at this lineup tonight, there's not a lot of home run power that you can depend on a big inning occurring, so you do what's necessary to try to score runs, and if it means sacrificing to have a base hit be the thing that helps you, then so be it.
3-1 to Choice. And that one on the inside corner. Strike, says Andy Fletcher.
We're getting the call inside, which is good because that's where Tommy Malone likes to work.
Choice skies one right side of the infield. Sogard has it. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down inning for Tommy Malone. Bottom of the second coming up. It'll be Lowry, Vogt, and Cayaspo. 1-0 Texas.
And supported by Crystal Clear Imaging and Sharp Investments. That takes place on this Saturday, June 21st at Earl Anthony's Dublin Bowl. Proceeds benefit the A's Community Fund.
Look at the new Bay Bridge. And on to the Coliseum. 1-0 the Rangers lead, bottom of the second inning. As Lowry will lead it off, followed by Vogt and Cayaspo against Darvish. Darvish had a couple of strikeouts in the first inning, gave up a hit to Jaso.
I'm sure the scouting report on Yu Darvish was he will throw a lot of off-speed pitches and breaking pitches, but he has not done it yet in this game. He's thrown a couple of curveballs, but he's tried to do different things, especially against a team that has not had a lot of success against, and maybe that is the case. Just challenge with a fastball. If he didn't have a good one, that'd be different, but he does.
Pitch is hit up the middle, and Lowry has a base hit. So leadoff man aboard. Well, this year, Yu Darvish is actually throwing significantly more fastballs. Red is last year, blue is this year. How about that? And less sliders, less cutters. So has not really helped him against the Athletics in his 2 starts this year, but he is using the fastball, and he has a pretty good fastball. His ERA coming in at 2.11. So Vogt showed bunt, takes it low. Vogt hitting .306 with a home run.
And the Rangers scored first with a 2-out base hit. And when you have a pitcher's duel, as we talked about the possibility of that tonight, you try to get on the board because runs could be a premium.
And now it's 2-0.
Stephen Vogt might have just shown bump to Phil Beltran at third base a little bit. Stephen's just so happy he's versatile that he can get a chance to get in the lineup and play right field. Josh Reddick on his rehab assignment. He should not be that much longer.
There's a strike with a fastball. 2-1 the count. So Lowry aboard with the leadoff single. Callaspo in the on-deck circle. Vogt rolls it foul into the far end of the Rangers dugout.
You know, on Sunday on Father's Day, we showed Stephen Vogt with his daughter down on the left side. I saw him after the game. You know what we did? He stayed around the bases. How about 10? He said, what a Father's Day. And, you know, it's great to see all the fathers and kids out in the outfield playing catch. And Stephen said, oh, why not? You know, it's Father's Day. You only get to do it once a year.
I like it.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody recognized him. He took his uniform off and ran in shorts or something.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he
Steve
is.
Vogt.
Very talented. An actor, broadcaster, who knows? Comedian. He'd rather play a lot of baseball and have that for his after baseball life. The Rangers had Robertson running on the 3-2. Left-handed hitter. A little tough for Jimenez to be able to see if Lowry takes off initially, so that might delay his reaction behind the plate to come up and throw quickly.
Full count. Lowry, if he takes off. He does not. And Vogt lines it right field, a base hit. And Lowry's going to make it to third without a throw. First and third, nobody out.
Well, nice to see good guys get hits. And we've talked often about the first baseman holding the runner. And even on 3 and 2, Lowry was not running, but Murphy was holding Lowry at first base. It creates the hole between first and second. And Stephen Vogt got it. Took advantage of it. Hooked it past Donnie Murphy. And enough to get first and third, even without him running.
So great opportunity for the A's as Callaspo steps in. Callaspo's coming off a 4-hit night last night.
Just changes number every night.
Yeah.
Keep with 7, and especially with a 4 spot, 4 hits, right to number 7.
He was 4 for 5 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. It was the 4th time in his career that he had a 4-hit game. With the A's.
And his last hit, Pat, was we were talking about the passing of Tony Gwynn, the 5.5 hole, and that huge hole is there right now. As they are shading him up the middle, Andrus is creating a huge hole on the left side of the infield.
Check this swing, and he did not go, so the count 1-1. Mike Gallego going over to chat with Lowry.
Adrian Beltre going over to listen.
And a whisper to him, really, because Beltre comes right over and joins the meeting, which, believe it or not, he's allowed to do.
Absolutely.
Matt Williams used to do that. Stick your head in there and say, hey, I'm allowed.
Now, this is last night. Base it up the middle. Actually off the pitcher. Kobe Lewis, this from the right center. Thought he might have hit it out. Hit at the base of the wall. And how about that? Down the line. Past Beltre, score and vote. This was the best in the 5.5 hole. In between third and short. 4-hit night. As he showed proudly the new number after his 4th hit.
So 1-2. And that's a base hit right field. And the A's are on the board. Vogt is going to try for third, and he's going to make it. And the ball rolls away, and here comes Vogt trying to score. Choice's throw is high. Vogt is safe to second base. Everybody's safe. 2-1 A's.
Just a matter of some running base runners, and I tell you, Michael Choice did a heads-up job getting to the ball quickly, and any kind of a throw might have had Vogt as he tried to score. But first and foremost, another base hit for Gallaspo, dropping in the run. Stephen Vogt testing the arm of Rios, going to third, and when the ball got away out of nowhere, it comes Michael Choice. Actually, there's the throw, but Choice comes in. Look how much for room he had to throw out, but threw high. No chance. Huston to second. Was Gallaspo.
So here's Punto, who fouls him straight back. It looked like Odor just missed it.
Yep.
Rios' throw back in.
But base hit to right field. Stephen Vogt doing exactly what you should. And you're right, Odor. And then from a dead stop, Stephen Vogt took off. High throw, scores, and on to second goes Gallaspo. See, when you play right field and you're a catcher, you have to run like that to show your speed.
So it goes as a single and an RBI, E9 on the throw, which I do not agree with. I think the error was on Odor. He just didn't catch Rios' throw back in. It was really not a bad throw.
Exactly. He's just throwing in, conceding, going to third, and Odor just missed it. And you know, sometimes you wonder about the scoring, and they assume when a throw comes in, it's always the person throwing the ball, but that is not the case. Howie Kendrick got a couple of errors, one taken away when the Angels were in town. On a play that he threw the ball to first base, and Cron just missed it.
Yeah, well, watch it. Now you'll see it. Now Rios' throw, he just flips it back in, and Odor just misses it.
Yeah, that's
see, this is not a bad throw.
No,
I mean that's you have to catch that.
Absolutely. Ends up base running all the way around. Gallaspo rounded the bag and able to get to second base.
0-2 pitch, and Punto swings and misses. So Punto strikes out. Strikeout number 3 for Darvish. So a couple of runs in for the A's here in the second inning. 3 consecutive singles and an error.
Now batting, second baseman, number 28. Harris.
Gallaspo paying attention, and once he saw, he's telling Vogt, go, because I'm going to go. And geez, didn't know he could dance as good. But heads up, getting into second, nobody out. Unfortunately, Punto could not advance him, but Gallaspo stay hot. Alberto Gallaspo Jr. is really inspiring Alberto with 5 hits. It's the birth of his second hit.
Stogard is the hitter, hitting right at 200 with 9 RBIs. That one is called strike, low strike. Stogard 4 for 13 with 4 walks in his career against Darvish.
More part of the strike zone, but Andy Fletcher has been calling it just the second inning, but he's established the low strike tonight.
Fouled straight back near Coco Crisp in the on deck circle.
Malone has usually had the defense behind him not play well. Tonight it's the Rangers so far with some shoddy defense in this inning. Tommy had to start against the Angels. It was down 3-0 with a Colin Cowgill home run. Left trailing 3-1 with the A's 180 up into 3.
Sogard foul tips it. Jimenez can't quite hold on to it. So 1-2 to Sogard with Coco Crisp in the on-deck circle. Only one out here in the second inning. So the A's in this inning making Darvish work again. He's up to 34 pitches. And that one's there. Strike 3 called, and Sogard knew it. So that's 4 strikeouts for Darvish.
Hitting coach behind home plate yelling, "Pull the trigger!
Pull the trigger!"
Now batting center fielder.
Good pitch right down the corner.
You know, the hitting part of baseball, if you think about standing at home plate, pitcher 60 feet 6 inches away, and you have less than 1 second to decide.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, right. I mean, you get a fastball about 95. You're thinking about a splitter that he's going to throw in the dirt, a curveball, a cut fastball, and yeah, pull the trigger because hitting is not that easy.
Coco takes a strike.
Now people ask, how can you take a fastball with 2 strikes? Well, if it's thrown at 95 and you're kind of shortening up to try to make contact because you don't want to be overly aggressive with 2 strikes, but especially with a pitcher who has an assortment of pitches that he has a tendency to throw out of the strike zone.
Curveball, and that was a good one, and it's 0-2. Coco bounced out to Odor in the first inning. So Lowry, Vogt, Callaspo opened this inning with 3 consecutive singles, and then the throwing error allowed second run to score.
Coco had a 2-0 fastball grounded to second. Now he's 0-2. Second inning, second at bat. Coco's a type of hitter that does shorten up with a couple of strikes and just trying to make contact, put the ball in play. Good things can happen.
Darvish, the look and the pitch inside. Coco's been tough on the Rangers this year. He's got 12 hits and 27 at bats, including a home run. This is the 8th game between these 2 teams this year. Two pitches tapped slowly toward Andrus, who charges, throws on the run, throws high, and Murphy was able to keep his foot on the bag, I think.
Well, we're going to find out because Bob Melvin coming out, and he will give a little bit of a time to find out. Coco thought he was safe, and Siegel, the first base umpire.
Good call.
Yeah, looked like he got his foot down, and that's why Bob Melvin head back to dugout, and Coco jumped and got his foot down just in time.
So 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error that helped the A's, and we're headed to the 3rd. It's the A's 2 and the Rangers 1. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Sonoma Raceway. NASCAR returns June 20th through the 22nd. That's this weekend for the Toyota Save Mart 350, only at Sonoma Raceway. Good look at the O.co Coliseum. The A's leading 2-1, top of the third inning. The Odor, and then the top of the order, Robertson and Elvis Andrus. Saw today, Ray, where the Rangers signed Carlos Pena to a minor league deal. Which, interesting.
It's his original club. A's acquired him from Texas. Shut down for Tommy Malone, 19 of 20. It's good numbers for Tommy.
Scooped up by Moss. Rivera is retired.
And Carlos, very good first baseman. Of course, Moreland injured, and nothing against Donnie Murphy, but when you have a second baseman, infielder playing first, and he's going to do an adequate job. He's going to do what you hope you can do on the routine plays. But you get a good first baseman, Gold Glove caliber in Carlos Pena. They bring him up, then also can hit. Just a great guy too. Been with several clubs. Really made his own with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, they're going to send him to AAA. See if they can get him ready. Remember, he was in spring training with the Angels, and the Angels let him go in the latter part of March, and he has not hooked up with anybody until now. So Carlos Pena, at some point, possibly, could see him in a Rangers uniform. He's 36 years old. 285 career home runs for Carlos Pena.
Come full circle. Rangers.
One and two to Robertson, who singled and scored. Open up the ball game. Up, 3 down, second inning after giving up the run in the first. On the ground to Punto, and that's 2 outs.
And speaking of versatility, with Nick Punto, second, short, play third. Nick Sogard could move into second base. You got a catcher playing right field. Random Moss was an outfield playing first. So a lot of versatility on the club. And Asbo with 5 hits in the last 2 games gives Josh Donaldson a night off. Stephen Vogt's in the shadows now. Shade, he loves it. No more sun. I think the thing that manager Bob Melvin and staff does a very good job putting players in areas where they can be successful. If they couldn't play at those positions, they would not be inserted in there, and they seem to do the job that the staff expects them to do.
Inside corner, good pitch, and it's 0-2 to Elvis Andrus.
Well, that's what Andy Fletcher saw.
Andrus struck out in the first inning, the only strikeout so far for Malone.
3-2 changeup got him, but did advance Robertson into scoring position with a stolen base.
This one's popped up. Jaso goes after it. No chance. Right in the front row. Gentleman made the play.
Bring out a greenback? Is that a reward for catching the ball? Or is he buying the baseball from him, saying that he caught it?
Anders just got a piece of that. So 6 in a row retired by Tommy Milone after the Beltre RBI signal. Skips under to the feet of Anders. There's a line shot. Cespedes is right there. He's got it side retired. So Anders hit it hard, but into the glove of Cespedes. So Tommy Milone is settling in, and the A's lead 2-1. Hard Facts are brought to you by Frostbrewed Coors Light. Strikeouts per 9 innings. Strasburg is first, Darvish is second, then Price, Scherzer, Kluber, and Tanaka. Strikeouts per 9 innings. Darvish with 4 strikeouts in 2 innings so far tonight.
Scherzer got rocked again tonight. Kansas City is hot.
Jaso is going to drop one down the right field line, off the wall, and it's a leadoff double.
He's hot too.
So Jaso does not wait around.
I got in the first at bat with a 2-0 fastball. This one started inside and flipped back over the middle of the plate. Jaso hooked it down the line. Jaso has shown that people might think he's going to take a lot of first pitch strikes, but that has been the difference for him this season. And he even admits that he sees a lot of pitches first pitch, where he knows they're thinking he's going to be taking, and he is swinging the bat as he just did.
So Jaso at second, and here's Cespedes, who struck out in the first inning. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike.
We were talking the other night. Remember, Atlanta came back and scored a bunch of runs to tie the Angels. They had a runner at second, nobody out in the 9th inning, didn't score. A's had it last inning. Second, runner at second, nobody out. They've got it again this inning. You say it should be easier than it actually is at times, and A's proved it last inning. Trying to do something a little bit different this inning. That's going to see a lot of off-speed stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to, if he sees a strike, he'll be lucky.
He's had 15 at-bats against Darvish, and he struck out 10 times. fastball there and had a good swing. That may be the only one he sees the rest of the at bat. I don't know.
Right, you could be right.
Oh-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 81 miles an hour, and that is 5 strikeouts for Darvish.
Teased him with a fastball that he fouled back, but then came right back with another breaking pitch, and like more of the curveball going down. Changed the speeds, and it worked for him. See, Nolan Ryan got Ricky Henderson for number 5,000 in Arlington, Texas, and Yu Darvish got Cespedes tonight for number 600. Ryan Express, the all-time leader in strikeouts.
Moss swings and misses at a sharp breaking ball. Elvis Andrus is playing right at second base. Actually, almost holding Jason on. Now he retreats a little bit. Goes over toward the second base side.
On April 21st, a fastball that Yu Darvish gave up to Brandon Moss. Says, look on his face. Like, how did you hit that? Well, Brandon Moss has hit a few. Might have thought he's going to hook foul.
Take it inside and count 2-1. So that's what Moss is hitting against fastballs, breaking balls, and changeups. Where his home runs have come with pitches. Well, that's the type of pitch, but I would guess the majority of the home runs are right around the same location. Just a little bit down. He likes it down.
It's a hanging curveball, just couldn't pull the trigger, and not a bad pitch to take, especially since he's now has a second strike.
In the dirt and a full count with Lowry to follow. This will be pitch number 50. So again, Darvish throwing a lot of pitches. There's one out in the third inning. Jason led off the inning with a double, and then Cespedes struck out. Moss tries to hold up, and he could not. He went around, says Mark Whitener. So back-to-back strikeouts of Cespedes and Moss.
Wow, Brandon Moss can't believe it.
Now batting, designated hitter.
See the head of the bat. There's the head of the bat.
Lowry.
That's what he called right there.
So 2 outs, and here's Lowry. Lowry opened up the second inning with a base hit, and then he scored the first run. Lowry takes a bit low. Lowry is DHing tonight.
He's had 8 left-handed hitters in the lineup.
Cespedes is the only right-handed hitter. He's a miss on fastball. Always helps to have those switch hitters. And the A's have 4 of them in their lineup. Crisp, Lowry, Callaspo, and Punto. See where the Rangers sent Robbie Ross down to the minor leagues. Ross pitched last night and got knocked around, and he just has not been able to get it together. We said it last night. 2 years ago, he was one of the better left-handed relievers in the American League. He struggled some last year. This year, opened the season in the rotation and now back to the bullpen. But Robbie Ross today sent back to AAA. There's Aaron Pareda from the Bay Area, and he was called up. He's a left-handed reliever.
If you have options and you're not pitching well or playing well, you may be sent down to try to improve on your craft, whatever it might be. Ross a couple years ago was a rookie, and he was outstanding. Just new to the league and did it all.
2-2 to Lowry. And that was inside, and it's a full count. Yeah, having options that's a bad word.
Yeah.
It's a bad phrase if you're a player. You have options left. That's what you don't want to hear. It means they can send you to the minor leagues as much as they want in that,
That's right.
in that particular year.
And Evan Scribner is back, but he found out he had an option that maybe was not. At least he didn't think he had one until the spring showed around.
That one is a ball. So Lowry with the walk, and hustling to third is Jaso as the ball squirted away from Jimenez. Jaso took off.
John Jaso knows as a catcher when the ball hits the ground how difficult it is to get up quickly and try to pick the ball up. But the important thing that Jaso does, even though he's advancing already with 2 outs, but watch him get the secondary lead at second and takes a couple of hops, and as soon as the ball hits the ground, he takes off. No throw from Jimenez, and that is just excellent base running. And they have to give a sign that if Lowry decides to steal, they're going to throw through. There's now a little bit extra pressure because of the splitter by Darvish that was not blocked.
So here's Vogt, chance to knock in a run. And he lines on the right, and that's a base hit. Stephen Vogt comes through again. Jaso trots in to score, and it's 3-1 Athletics.
Speaking of big 2-out hits, there's a big one. So double, they don't get him over, but Stephen Vogt gets him in. After advancing to third base, Stephen Vogt 3-2 count last at bat. This time fastball down and in, he didn't wait. And to think when he joined the club last year, he was 0 forever. And now he's swinging the bat so well. Down and in fastball, and John Jaso able to score the A's third run.
So 2 hits and a walk in the inning and another run for the A's. They lead it 3-1.
Yeah, that pitch to Vogt by Darvish might have been saying, throwing so many pitches, maybe I just get ahead with the fastball, and did not wait around.
And now it's 2-0 to Callasco.
This is a perfect pitch for a left-handed hitter. Down and in, had the movement coming back, but missed the location. But Stephen Vogt liked it.
Callasco out in front of that one, off-speed pitch, and it's 2-1.
So this whole setup was the Lowry 3-2 split finger fastball that couldn't throw for a strike, and Lowry would not chase it.
Pitches line to center, and that's a hit. Robertson has it. His throw to the plate is there. The tag, and Lowry is out. So Daniel Robertson made a perfect throw to the plate, 1 hop, and he throws out Lowry, but a run for the Athletics. So it's 3-1 after 3. Phillies thought maybe they had their 4th run, but a heck of a throw by the center fielder, Daniel Robertson.
Come on, Kai. That's why you're hitting it too hard. But what a perfect throw into Jimenez. And it was such a good throw and had him plenty of time. Lowry, no slide, and a one-hop perfect throw to the plate. That's a strong throw. So we have seen the A's outfielders do it.
So here's Chu, and the first pitch is in for a strike to Shin-Soo Choo. He'll be followed by Beltre and Rios, so it's the heart of the order. Chu with a ground out in the first inning.
See, watching Chu, why he has a good on-base percentage, takes a lot of pitches because he's very selective, can recognize pitches.
In the air to Cespedes, who drifts back a little bit. Now he's under it.
There it is. There's the flip.
Love it. See, everybody has their favorite things about Yoenis Cespedes. He's got a great arm. He's fast.
Number
he hits
29,
power. It's fun
Adrian
to watch.
Beltre.
My favorite is the underhand throw back to the infield after fly ball.
Now this is it. Okay. And line on it is accurate. Now if he throws out a base runner with it, we're in trouble.
That would be something, I tell you. Sogard goes into a slide on the backhand. It's going to be a hit for Beltre. So Beltre is 2 for 2.
That's the first hit for the Rangers since Beltre's 2-out hit. Tommy Malone, good job retiring everybody except that man, Beltre. And it was a fastball.
Now batting, number
Did
51.
hit the change up this time, 85-mile-an-hour
Rios.
fastball, same location outside. And Tommy Malone just could not handle it. And Sogard wouldn't have had a chance to get Beltre, although Beltre's not running at 100%. Nope. He's still bothered. He was earlier. It was a quad injury. Didn't want to go on the disabled list. They put him there. The thing about Beltre, he wants to play every day.
Yeah, he was not happy about that, was he?
No, he wasn't. Sometimes that's the only way you can make sure the guy doesn't play in the DL.
So Alex Rios steps in. Interesting season for Alex Rios. Comes in hitting .324, which is the 3rd highest average in the American League. He's 2nd in the league in hits. He leads the league in triples. But he only has 3 home runs. We've seen Alex Rios for a long, long time, and he's not a huge power hitter, but he's a 18 to 25 home run guy. And this year, only 3 so far. Well, that could certainly change. But he's certainly getting plenty of hits. Had 32 RBIs.
And sometimes players are paid for being a power hitter, and that has not been the case for him. You see, Victor Martinez is doing it all. He's hitting for an average, plus he's 17, 18 home runs.
One hit high and foul. Well, last year, remember Rios got traded from the White Sox to the Rangers in early August. So he had a combined 18 home runs last year. The year before that, he had 25.
He's playing his home games in a park now that if he does not change his swing and try to go to right field, left field is a long way. You have to really hit the ball, keep it low, not have the wind take effect. This fastball, I guess, missed because Juan Elvis Andrus was called to strike last inning.
So full count with 1 out. Donnie Murphy is the on-deck hitter. It's popped up, and this is going to be Playable for Moss. Foul territory, he has it.
Great off-speed pitch from Tommy Milone, and 2 strikes, yet Rios really not able to put the ball in play.
Number 16.
You know, when I started
Johnny
checking
Murphy.
lights.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Everything's working fine. David Renetti got everything working just perfectly.
So here's Murphy, who grounded out to short in the 2nd inning. First pitch is a good one at the knees on the inside corner. The Angels won their game in Cleveland 9-3. A couple of home runs for Mike Trout, who is on a major hot streak right now. So the Angels even up that series at a game apiece. That's a 4-game series. Swing and miss, 0-2 to Murphy. For the Angels now 38-32 on the year.
Another good pitch from Tommy Milone, keeping it down low, and Donnie Murphy a couple of quick strikes. That Malone's curveball is working well with the right-handers he's facing. Yu Darvish, of course, facing 8 of 9 lefties in the A's lineup. They've done well against him so far.
It's blocked by Jaso. Flips it to first, but Beltre back easily. Two of the happiest guys in baseball right there, Moss and Beltre. If you're in a bad mood, you just go see those 2 guys. Murphy reaches for it, pokes it down the right field line, Vogt on the run, and it's going to be a foul ball.
See as Beltre runs back across to first base, he doesn't cross the mound. You know, if you really think about it, what Dallas Braden, what happened with him, there's not a lot of guys that actually cross over the mound. Run over. Beltre ran around the outfield grass or the grass behind the mound.
But we have seen guys do it.
I don't remember. Who have you seen? Have you? I don't know. It just doesn't stand something because I've talked to guys and said
a World Series picture of a guy doing it.
Who's that? Brother?
No. Inside corner, strike 3 call. So Donnie Murphy doesn't like it, but looked like a pretty good pitch from Tommy Milone. 3-1 A's as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
One day early. when the A's host Patriotic Fireworks Night, presented by GovX on Thursday, July 3rd, following the 6:05 p.m. game against Jose Bautista and the Toronto Blue Jays. After the game, the fireworks show will be set to patriotic music. That is great music, and fans can enjoy the show from the outfield grass, space permitting. Just keep playing the music. That's good.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and the A's have a 3-1 lead. And it'll be Nick Punto to lead it off. Punto struck out in the second inning. Sogard will follow, and then Crisp. There's the numbers that we've talked a lot about. What Darvish has done this year. In fact, his last start, it was his first complete game and his first shutout of his career, and he did it against the Marlins at home. Remember, he's come close on a couple no-hitters, but in those close attempts, he had thrown a lot of pitches, so when he lost the no-hitter, he was immediately taken out. A little bit low, 1-2. A's have 7 hits off Darvish. He's walked 1. Off the end of the bat. Roll toward the bat boys near the on-deck circle.
I think Yu Darvish has to be figuring the odds are with him, because since the 16th of May in 2012, he has not done that well against the Athletics, but he is too good of a pitcher not to have success against all teams. But something about the A's, what they do, maybe the game plan they have against him, it's been working.
So 2-2 the count. This is one of those near no-hitters. This was his first start of the 2013 season in Houston, and he was 1 out away from a no-hitter. And it's Marwin Gonzalez right up the middle. And that was it. So as close as you could possibly get, and he was immediately taken out. Good sharp breaking ball, and Punto strikes out. And the same thing happened this year on the 9th of May. He was rolling along again. So he again got 1 out away, and that was the hit right there. With the shift, and David Ortiz beat it.
Bloop hit in right field, that or the bloop that dropped, and they ended up giving an error.
Very, very controversial.
Yeah, and they changed it later. I think they probably ended up getting 2 hits, but that big one, I guess, was the clean one. I guess there's a certain rule that says that a fly ball should be caught by somebody.
What a genius idea.
Yeah, the rules come up. Fly ball, it's in the air, it's not out of the park, it's supposed to be caught. Well, sometimes that does not always happen. It's called miscommunication. It's called sudden. Lost the lights. I see a lot of people, especially in Boston, happy that David Ortiz got the clean hit, especially through the shift. Those games, one in April, one in May, just wonder as the season progresses and he throws a lot of pitches, a lot of innings, gets a lot of strikeouts, if he starts to weaken a little bit with his pitches, and he stays healthy, and he pitches every 5th day. He usually throws a lot of pitches. Matsusaka joined the Red Sox. Very confusing for the Red Sox personnel, because he always wanted to throw between every start and throw multiple times, and not in the bullpen, throw in the outfield, and they try to curtail his throwing.
Yeah, that did not always go so well as far as everybody seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
Interesting part of
Terry Francona's book, which I read, he talked some about that whole situation, which certainly wasn't easy on the manager. Sogard with a walk.
Well, I guess they figured there's only so many bullets for the pitchers, especially, and you start using those during in between starts, throwing, especially in the outfield, in side sessions where they're throwing the bullpen once, sometimes twice, depending how much time in between starts. But Mike Marshall, what, 101 appearances out of the bullpen for the Dodgers. He threw every day. I don't think ever a day that he did not throw somehow, whether he got the game or not.
Well, for every person that believes you only have so many bullets and throws in your arm, you find somebody else who says you got to keep throwing.
I agree.
Make your arm strong. So who knows?
We always talk about players in the past, and people don't like to talk about it, but starting pitchers every fourth day, and they would throw batting practice in between starts.
Oh, sure.
You know, so they threw a lot. Those guys were throwing 300+ innings. Ryan struck out over 5,000. Record that would probably not be broken, especially pitchers will make 34 to 35 starts in a season. How would you like to face Bob Feller and then your own teammates have to face him in batting practice in between starts?
He's not lobbing it in there.
Yeah. If you want to save baseballs, let Rapid Robert throw batting practice to your teammates.
1-0 to Coco Crisp, who was grounded out twice. Sogard runs. Jimenez's throw is not in time. Sogard with a stolen base.
Coco, great job of distracting the catcher as he came up to throw. Great jump by Sogard anyway, but Coco watching. Well, Sogard gets the big jump, but Coco fakes the bunt, gets down, and if you put your bat down, any distraction at all, Jimenez made a very good play, but there is a fake bunt. He's not attempting other than to just try to distract the catcher. Takes the bat down, brings it back, but if the ball's coming in, that little distraction might be enough to at least change a little bit for the catcher. Didn't affect Jimenez that much with a throw.
So a runner in scoring position and a 2-0 count to Coco Crisp. Sogard's going to steal third, and there's not even a throw. Beltre didn't even cover. So now Sogard gets to third.
And all Darvish had to do was look twice, or just look. And Sogard, watch him take off. Darvish has not paid one bit of attention to him. And with Beltre not going, Sogard taking a couple steps, stopped, and then took off, and a stand-up stolen base. And now quickly the infield has to come in thanks to the aggressive base running by Sogard.
2-1 pitch. And that's hit to right center. That's it well. Robertson on the move, and he's going to get there. He'll make the catch. Sogard will trot home, and we're going to give that an Eric Sogard run. How about that? Steals second, steals third, and Coco drives him in.
And it started with the walk. Inert power not needed except for his legs, and that's just a great job. We saw Elvis Andrus do it last night with his hustle. And once Coco got the count 2-1, a very patient Coco Crisp also,
number 5,
he was not overly aggressive, allowing Sogard to steal the bases, and that's one stolen base threat with another, and letting him do it. And that's a big run that the A's got very cheaply.
First pitch to Jaso is a fastball first strike.
We often see, and there's so many scouts watching and reports that go out, they may say, watch Darvish. If he gets a runner at second base, he might not pay attention to you, and that's something the base runners will pay attention to. And if he has that tendency of just getting the sign, not looking, they can do what Sogard did very easily.
So nobody to blame but Darvish on this sequence here in the city.
Hey, he walked him. 3-1, and then 2 stolen bases and a sac fly. So no hits for the Athletics, but they have a run.
curveball on 0-2, and Jaso strikes out. Side retired, but a run without a hit. So Sogard with a couple steals, and it's now 4-1. The A's lead after 4. Your photo to CSNCA fan photo. Put your name and hometown down for a chance to be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. It's all brought to you by AT&T. Tonight's fan photo, Daniel Hobbs from Mallory, New York. Originally from the Bay Area, but he sent us that photo. Middle of the winter, but they're thinking about the Oakland A's. So we appreciate the photo. Here at the Coliseum, the A's now with a 4-1 lead. Got their only run in the very first inning. Jimenez, Choice, and Odor against Tommy Malone. Malone has retired 10 out of the last 11. Now he's got a small cushion to work with. One and two to Jimenez, who grounded out to Sogard, the second baseman.
There, started it with Tommy Malone working the inside part of the play with right-handers and elevating at least the target. And Tommy Malone hit it perfectly, and John Jaso has been following suit. It's kind of the same thing now, going away after the fastball in. If you're not overpowering with a fastball and you work inside to a right-hander, you have to have location, and Tommy Malone has done it perfectly.
Two the count, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball, well placed, and then strikeout number 3 for Malone.
Another fastball inside after changeup away.
Number 50, Michael Choice.
And this time he was forced to swing the bat.
So Choice steps in. First pitch drops low, a changeup. Infield playable. First baseman Moss is called off by Sogard, who grabs it. So 2 away. pitch usage. As you see, the first, second, and third times through the order.
Number 73.
So he backs off the fastball a little bit on the second and third time. Uses the changeup a little more.
Can you hold that up there for about an inning so we can figure it out? That's a lot of information, but man, is it true? That's some great stuff.
So he throws the curveball a little more after his first time through the lineup.
See, that's where having that information as a hitter, you go up and see it's the second time, it's 35%.
And that one's hit to right, and that's hit well. Vogt is going to watch that one go. Rougned Odor with his third home run of the year. So the little guy's got a big swing and just showed he's got some pop.
Well, I saw him go opposite field last night, and I guess you go up, you're 2 outs, you're bottom part of the batting order, you look for a pitch, you guess correctly, and you can hit it hard.
Robertson.
And boy, did he.
He does not get cheated.
Oh, watch the whirlwind at the top. Number 73, nobody will ever want that number, so he doesn't have to worry about giving it up. And the way he's playing, let me be saying Profar who?
That's true. Man. He is playing well.
Yes, he is.
Just 20 years old.
Boy, got the foot down and that whirlybird at the top where he just spins it around. Ron Washington likes him because, as mentioned last night, Wash said there are certain guys I'm going to hit ground balls, and reiterated today about Mark Ellis and Miguel Tejada working with guys with the A's when he was a third base coach.
Robertson is retired. Odor with a home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's now the A's 4 and the Rangers 2.
Patelco Credit Union Throwback Thursday game this season. 5,000 fans get a commemorative button, a scorecard, throwback prices on Plaza level tickets presented by Patelco Credit Union. This Thursday, June 19th, 5,000 fans will get a limited edition Rube Waddell button. For more information and tickets, go to athletics.com/Thursday. Dallaire looked it up. Rube Waddell, 1905, 27 wins for the Athletics. Got a $120 raise. 2027. Be the Philadelphia Athletics. Nice going, Dallaire. Knew he would do it.
Cespedes, Moss, and Lowry against Darvish here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 4-2.
Darvish might be hoping for some more right-handed hitters to face him when he faces the A's, because what he's done with the only right-handed hitter. Struck him out twice. The other lefties have done quite a job against him.
So 2-0 to Cespedes. 3-0 to Cespedes. Cespedes and Moss have struck out 4 times tonight, but everybody else has done all kinds of damage to Darvish. Lowry, Vogt, Callaspo, all have been on base twice. And a 4-pitch walk to Cespedes. Darvish showed a little frustration. That's his 3rd walk.
Well, Cespedes can run also, so you might see him get a pretty good jump and take off.
37, Brandon Moss.
So here's Moss, who has struck out swinging twice. He throws one to center. Robertson back. Now he's got it. Gets it back in, and Cespedes head back to first. So Moss 0 for 3, and that'll bring up Lowry.
Designated hitter.
If you weren't with us last night, we explained to you why Daniel Robertson wears that mask. Collision with Alex Rios earlier this season. He fractured his jaw. But he has kept playing, so where's the mask? Actually, it says a fractured face as opposed to a fractured jaw. Fractured face sounds worse.
It's like a whole face.
Sounds bad.
How could he be playing? That's probably why the mask is all over his face.
Getting used to it. He's been wearing it for a while.
As long as he can continue to play, it's worth it.
2-0 to Lowry, who has singled and walked. He's also scored a run. Cespedes has just 1 steal this year, so he's 1 for 2. So he's really not run a whole lot. Taking care of the legs a little bit. And it's 3-0. So 87 pitches for Darvish in the 5th inning. So the A's are doing it again to Yu Darvish. Shouldn't be surprised.
Well, he's got to be upset because the one hitter he's had success walking on 4 pitches. That's the only right hitter.
And there's another 4-pitch walk.
That was a cut fastball, 3-0, which is a little surprising and makes you wonder what he's worried about. Mike Maddox is going to visit, maybe ask him.
So 4 walks, 8 strikeouts for Darvish. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings so far.
He understands enough English that he does not need the interpreter to come out. Everyone has kind of said the same thing, that had conversations with him. A.J. Brzezinski, who caught him last year, had a pretty good relationship early with him. Matter of fact, they went out to dinner in spring training together. The Golden Arches.
How about a right fielder?
Why not?
Number 21, Steven.
Saw him in Tokyo too, so they're everywhere.
So Vogt's had a big night. A couple of singles. He's knocked in a run. He has scored a run. got some good pitches to hit from Darvish, and he has taken advantage. Line drives to right field using that hole on the right side.
Just missed with a cut fastball to Lowry. First pitch to Vogt was a cut fastball down and in. Some of the pitch that he hit for base hit in his last at bat.
He's trying to get that run back. Brewer with a home run at the top of the 5th to make it 4-2. Aaron Pereda gets up. The left-hander was just called back up from the minor leagues. Came up. Robbie Ross was sent down. And Vogt's got another hit. Here comes Cespedes. He's coming home. He will make it with a slide, and now Lowry's going to be caught in a rundown. Vogt's going to try for second, and now Vogt's going to get caught, and he is tagged out. So a busy play. Cespedes scores, so the A's get their 5th run with 2 outs made on the play. So we're headed to the 6th inning. The A's now lead 5-2. (5-2), kind of a crazy RBI single, and I guess it goes as a double play.
Yeah, it's an RBI single, and the throw in from Rios hits the cutoff man. Lowry trying to go to third, so there's the 9, there's the 3, there's the 5, and that's the tag, and there's the 5, and there's the 4, and there's the tag, and there's your just basic double play. And it's a fake by Beltre, looked to first, and there's the second baseman. And Ty Waller going, you got to be kidding me. Stephen Vogt. Stop.
Don't go.
Oh, I'm out. And did we have a shot of Chip Hale in the dugout? Chip. I hope Chip is wearing a helmet. I don't think he is. Some of the sights that you really don't see it. Chip said, we work on things like this, and that's not part of the plan. Can you imagine? Chip Hale's going to be a manager someday. He's going to manage, and it's going to be interesting. A's are happy that he interviewed for the job in Seattle. Didn't get the job. Happy to get him back here. He will manage.
Watch, Chip's right behind Bob Nutley.
And the skipper pulling out the oh my.
Andrus golfs one, and it's grabbed by Cespedes. He may put on another show. The throw is just a little bit late. Anybody else running in it would have been a close play, but Andrus has a double. So we're trying to concentrate, and Chip Hale's making us laugh. He's making us laugh when he's being serious.
Now batting,
It's going
number
down to get a
17,
low
Shin
slider, and
Soo.
Jason went to block it. Cespedes bare hand and a strong throw, just a little bit offline. But I think, talking to Donnie Murphy, they were all impressed with Cespedes' throws, and said in their scouting report in their meeting, they said if Cespedes bobbles the ball, he's deking you.
Sure.
So pay attention. Don't try to take the extra base. That time Elvis Andrus perhaps knew of the arm strength of Cespedes and made it safely into second.
So here's Chu. So a leadoff double. And Chu takes a fastball first strike. Chu has grounded out and flied out. So he's 0 for 6 in the series. That was driven to left center field, but Cespedes is going to get over there. He's got it. Andrus tags up. He's going to hustle to third, and they almost got him. And Andrus just slid in ahead of the tag of Callaspo.
Unbelievable throw again. This ball very deep, and Andrus knew he's going to stay in the park. But Cespedes on his heel. There's another flat-footed throw on the money. Tagged by
number 29.
Callaspo. Dropped the ball, but
Beltre.
unbelievable accurate throw again by Cespedes.
Very close.
Callaspo trying to deke him a little bit, but that was the quick tag and didn't hang on to the ball. But I think it ought to have been called safe right there when he tagged him. His foot was already on the bag. Swipe tag by Callaspo.
So here's Beltre. Infield is back, so they'll give up the run on a ground ball, usually up the middle.
Barehanded ball that Andrus, and remember Iannetta with the Angels, that barehanded play kept him at first base, but Andrus went into second and now stands at third.
2-0 to Beltre. Beltre has 2 singles tonight. Knocked in a run in the first inning. Missed again inside. 3-0 with Rios in the on-deck circle. Dan Otero starts to lightly throw. And a 4-pitch walk. So Beltre's aboard, first and third. These are true stories brought to you by McDonald's. At least 100 home runs with 3 different teams. Beltre, Dodgers, Rangers,
Number 51.
and
Alex
the Mariners. So 384 career home runs for Adrian Beltre. He started his career with the Dodgers and then had 5 seasons in Seattle. Don't forget the 1 season with the Red Sox. He had a terrific season in Boston.
Got a big contract for the Rangers.
Yep.
Well, the A's hoping for a ground ball. They would get 2. That would be huge for the A's at this point.
And that one's drilled to left. Cespedes going back, and he's at the warning track, and he makes the catch. So Beltre is going to have to hustle back to first as Andrus trots in to score, and the ball rolls away. Beltre stays. So a long sacrifice fly, and it's 5-3.
Hustle by Andrus again, as he did last
Donnie
night, but this is
Murphy.
scary off the bat of Rios, and You know, not the power hitter maybe that they'd think about, but Bob Melvin maybe is going to not take a chance with Babe Murphy coming up. Looks like he's going to go to Otero. Rios, fortunately, on a line drive, kept the ball in the park. Tommy went 6 2/3 down in Anaheim. It's been 5 2/3 tonight.
So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
It's Thursday, June 19th through this Sunday, June 22nd. Don't wait. Get great seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
So Tommy Milone, 5 2/3 innings. Gives up 3 runs, and he's responsible for the runner at first. As we got a pinch hitter, as Donnie Murphy is not hitting. It's going to be Brad Snyder, big, tall, left-handed hitter. So Otero facing the pinch hitter, Snyder. Outside, 1-1. So Murphy with big night last night, but tonight he was 0 for 2 with a ground out and strikeout. Sogard scoops it up, and that will do it. So a run for the Rangers, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 5-3, the A's lead.
started early as a base hit by Adrian Beltre. 1-0 for the Rangers, but the A's have come back. Cayaspo continues his hot hitting, driving in a run, and the overthrow. Stephen Vogt showing his blazing speed, scoring a run also with an air. Stephen Vogt, a big night as he has driven a couple with 3 hits. And scored John Jaso for the A's with 5 runs, and the Rangers with 3.
So Cayaspo to lead it off. Darvish back out there. He's thrown 92 pitches through 5 innings. Brad Snyder stays in the game at first base. And it's 2-0. Darvish behind in the count again. He's walked 4. 2 of them have scored. But he's got 8 strikeouts, but he's not sharp tonight. Behind a lot of hitters.
Well, there's a case right there. 2-0 fastball, hittable pitch, but Cayaspo takes it. And that in itself is frustrating for a hitter. Doesn't get an out on a strike. And the A's just work the count, go deep, usually in the count. So you swing 2-0 and you make it out. Instead of these, now you go to 3-1, and a chance for a better pitch and frustrating Darvish even more.
Not a great ratio for Darvish. And it's low, and he walked it. Walk number 5.
And I think that at bat set it off. And it's just the approach by Cayaspo.
Those are the 3 starts versus the A's.
Number 1, Nick Punto.
The April 28th start, he had a chance to pitch the day before the A's arrived in Arlington, and he opted to let, I think it was Harrison, pitch on the Sunday against the Mariners, and he wanted to pitch Monday night. He did, and got lit up. He's trying to break their 4-game losing streak against the Rangers here at the Coliseum.
Not close to Punto. Darvish all over the place right now as he closes in on 100 pitches. Paredes has been warming up for about an inning, so he's ready to go, and he's going to be in here at some point pretty soon.
Andy Hawkins with the thumbs up sign that he's ready. Cayaspo made an out in his first at bat last night. Hasn't made it out since.
Nope. It's the new number.
Yeah, 5 hits and a walk. I think 6 hits and a walk.
Punto hits one high and foul. The crowd tonight is 21,288. So a much better crowd tonight. Last night, pretty small crowd.
Steve Finelli talking about tonight and tomorrow should be good crowds, and even better for the 4-game series against the Red Sox. 3 sellouts against the Yankees, and so people coming out and watching their team, especially playing a team that's in the division.
Grounded to Odor, who spins around, fires it into left field. Wasn't anywhere close to Anders. And I think that would fall under the category of just trying to do too much.
Yep.
He really didn't need to hurry like that.
And the interesting look on Ron Washington's face, and he had the same experience with Miguel Tejada, and Tejada would throw the ball all over the place, calmed him down, became an outstanding shortstop, and working this was this young man. He was off balance completely. I don't know that he ever had a good grip, and that was a great shot, showing it in the Exmo right there. What you struggle to see, he did not have the grip, overthrew the ball past Andrus.
But don't you think, Ray, that not having a good grip is a byproduct of just rushing?
Absolutely, yeah. If he had just taken his time, or even after spinning and knowing he didn't have the grip, get the first, get a runner at first, and at least get 1 out.
So the A's have knocked Darvish out. 5+ innings. He's given up 5 runs. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. California's Authentic Fan Fridays at the Coliseum. Friday, you're going to get a ticket in our value deck behind home plate. You're going to get an authentic A's fan flag, a cheer card, and a $6 food and drink voucher, all for one great price. That's it. Right, the Donaldson cheer card. Vote for that guy. Best deal in Bay Area baseball is Comcast Sports Night's Authentic Fan Friday. So Sogard is going to be pinch hit for by Donaldson with the lefty Pareda coming in. 17th appearance for Pareda. Born in Walnut Creek, and he went to USF. So another tough outing for Darvish against the A's. 5 walks, 8 hits, so base runners all over the place for the A's. So Donaldson steps in, 2 on and nobody out.
Well, again, the versatility of the Athletics is Diasco can move to second, Donaldson to third, so it's not like the A's are pinch hitting and using multiple players to accomplish the pinch hitting effort. Just move around some of the parts on the infield.
It's a first pitch strike, 96 miles an hour. Donaldson pinch hitting, and believe it or not, this is not his first pinch hitting appearance. Pinch hit earlier this year. In the dirt, knocked down by Jimenez. So 1-1 the count, a walk, and then the air on Odor has put 2 runners on. So a rally without a hit. He scored a run in the 4th inning without a hit.
And the A's have had 3 base runners eliminated tonight. 1 thrown out at the plate, 2 in the last inning. On a strange double play with runners all over the place.
Pareda's ready. Got close, 2-1. Did not have a 3-up, 3-down inning in this game. Three and one.
Well, the easiest inning for him might have been the first when he had a 1-out single and struck out 2, and probably felt very good after that inning, throwing just 13 pitches. But well, what a bunch of pitches the next 3 innings.
So Donaldson will be ready to rip with a 3-1 count. And he takes a good fastball to now right on the outside corner. So good pitch by Pareda.
Well, Josh Donaldson's got to be thinking, why do they paint with me? Why can't they give me a pitch that I could hit? And that right on the outside corner.
See if the runners are on the move. And meeting at the mound. So pitcher catcher want to make sure they're together.
Yeah, you want to throw that paint fastball the outside corner again. You want to try to fool him. And says if he's throwing 96 with a fastball, I'd say it's a pretty good chance that's what he's going to give Donaldson 3-2.
A's bullpen is quiet. Now Donaldson calls timeout. Taps that one down the third base line. Beltre will hold, tag, and that's out number 1. So a fielder's choice. And Casper is out.
Ball right in. All Beltre had to do is, I thought he was going to go back and tag the bag and try to get a double play, but instead froze Casper.
It's not as much fun.
No.
Now batting center fielder, number 4.
So 1 out and out of the top of the order, Coco Crisp. So Coco 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Picking up his 23rd RBI of the year. Fastball low. Pareda, the left-hander, pitched 3 years on the hilltop for the Dons. Dancing around at second base is Punto. The pitch is a strike.
You know, Kai, something happened on the play by Odor, and watch as Casper goes to second base. You know, the fielder has to allow the base runner. Watch the second base umpire as Casper rounds. He interferes, actually runs in, and the umpire is pointing, and I think what he's saying is it's interference, but if he continues to run and he's out, he's going to be granted third base.
But he didn't
keep going. He stopped, and that's what happened in Boston. But that's when a base runner should know that
keep running.
He has to keep running, because I think that's what the umpire was pointing, because he went around the bag, see the umpire, and Elvis Sanders walks away, but he walks in the line of Casper. And if Casper, I think, continues to run, but once he stopped, that stopped any possibility of interference. That's just something that I was thinking about, but I couldn't understand why the umpire was pointing, and I think he was pointing interference.
Sure.
But you have to keep running. And he'd have been out by plenty, but would have been awarded third. And Beltre couldn't have danced with it.
Yeah, that was better anyways. One and 2 to Coco Crisp. Coco pops it up. Snyder, the first baseman. Now Odor, and Odor is all over the place, and it ends up he's the one who caught it. And they did call the infield fly rule, but it ends up being a play that the second baseman caught and fell down.
Well, that means the base runners, if it had dropped, could have advanced at their own will, but that's going to be another pinch hitter, Derek Norris. At that point, 2 infielders going out, and the infield fly was called, the batter is out, but if dropped,
Your
we
attention,
did that
please.
just recently, where infield
Ladies
fly
and
rule was
gentlemen,
called,
for
and he
the
tried to
Athletics,
advance, and
batting
it was
for
out.
John
Don't
Jaso,
go.
Yeah.
number 36, Derek
But that play you were explaining, Ray, and you did a fine job explaining it, by the way. And that's what happened to the A's in the playoffs in Boston 10, 12 years ago, right? It was the same type of
Miguel
situation.
Tejada stopped and then kept running, but he stopped and then pointed. But if he continued to run, but once he stopped, that stopped and negated any
That
possibility.
eliminates the interference.
Exactly. But that's simply he didn't know the rules, and you just have to keep running, and the umpire is saying interference, but you have to keep running. It means you're going to be safe if you're out. So Ron Washington going to the bullpen after Norris was announced.
So Norris to pinch hit, and the right-hander's coming in. So 5-3, the A's lead the Rangers, and the A's looking for more.
Is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports, and by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
So 2 on, 2 out, and Norris is going to pinch hit for Jaso. Jaso had a good night, a single and a double, 2 for 3. So with the right-hander Norris stepping up, the Rangers bring in their right-handed pitcher, Sean Tollison. Tollison pitched last night. Got knocked around a little bit. Gave up a couple of hits and a run in 2/3 of an inning. So Norris for Jaso with Punto at second and Donaldson at first. And the first pitch is way. For the Rangers, the guy that they missed in that bullpen raise, Alexi Agando, keeps having arm problems. And I wonder if maybe there's not something seriously wrong, because 3 times now.
I wonder also moving him back and forth, the rotation in the bullpen, trying to stretch him out short, but he's got a very good arm, and that's the surprising thing, and he has been hurt as much as he has.
They're waiting for Neftali Feliz to get healthy, and that is not happening nearly as quick as they thought.
I just had to wonder what a domino effect it would be as Harrison, Holland.
I start thinking about those names.
Yeah, the guys on the starters, and does it move guys to bullpen? So a lot of different things can happen. And Washington, Mike Maddox just trying to get through with what they have until they come back, while the A's trying to take advantage of what they do.
A shot to left, and that baby's gone.
Was a bullet. And boy, if you could put 4 home runs together, a 3-run shot again, the last 4 3-run home runs by Derek Norris, 2 against Gio Gonzalez, 1 Sunday, and this one 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 2-0. They are all perfect swings, and this was an absolute bullet. Almost hit the O.co circle. How great would that have been? But Derek Norris Pinch hit home run again, 8th, and it came against a right-hander, and once again he continues to swing the bat against righties.
And that one's ripped to right, and that's a base hit. So Cespedes with his first hit tonight.
Talk about a big blow for the Athletics. Derek Norris stepping up, and Ron Washington brought the righty in, and you know that Bob Melvin knew that once that move was made, he was going to see the righty Tollison, and he was not opposed to having this happen because of this slider cutter that was hit by Cespedes, but home run by Derek Norris on a 2-0 fastball. It's a big swing by Cespedes following the home run. First pitch, opposite field.
So the A's now with 8 runs on 10 hits. And for Derek Norris on the year, his 10th home run, giving 32 RBIs.
Brandon Moss.
We've talked before about the Athletics, a number of runs they've scored and the home runs. That's their 14th 3-run home run. They have 4 grand slams. And I wonder why they scored the runs.
Moss is 0 for 3. So it all started with a walk to Callaspo. So 6 runs end up being charged to Darvish.
His dad Russ can be happy with another 3-run home run, but still ecstatic about the single to right field on Sunday, as he expected he would be.
Well, for the second night in a row, the A's score 8.
We have a loss. That is hard to believe.
Big shift down for Moss. He hits it hard, but Andrus is right there. He'll step on second base. Side retired. So a huge pinch hit home run for Derek Norris, a 3-run shot. So we are through 6 innings at the Coliseum. It's now 8-3 Athletics. Tonight, July 16th of 2010, Benji Molina. He hits for the cycle at Fenway Park, single, double, homer, and then Benji Molina, who is not very fast, folks. The final hit he needed was a triple, and he goes to right center field. And Benji, a stand-up triple nonetheless. That was awesome. He came out of the game after the triple because the leg was hurting just a little bit. So Benji Molina has a cycle on a very good resume.
You hear that, Vinny?
Vinny's not impressed.
Oh, our buddy Vince Cachonio.
So Donaldson stays in the game at third. Callaspo shifts over to second, and Dan Otero stays in to face Jimenez.
Second base.
Takes a strike.
Eric Sogard.
And Derek Norris also stays in the game. 1-1 pitch is tapped foul.
What was that?
Well, we're so used to Dick Callahan as the public address announcer, and Dick's away from the office momentarily, and somebody else just announced, and it was very weird. It was a little weird, right?
Well, yeah, because it said Eric Sogard, and
you know what it sounded like? It sounded like
Vince Cachonio.
It sounded like somebody from the stands just grabbed the mic and said, Derek Norris now catching. Fair ball, so Donaldson's got to fire it, and he does, and Moss could not quite dig it out. So we'll see what the ruling is.
Not fair. No crow hop, plant and throw, and short hop, and Brandon Moss had it in his glove and couldn't hang on.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
There's
batting
Dick.
for choice.
Dick's back.
Number 2, Leonis Martin.
So Martin is pinch hitting for choice. Leonis Martin. So with Sonny Gray on the mound tomorrow, I'm sure we'll see Martin back in the lineup.
E5. Thank you, BI.
So they gave Donaldson air on the throw. Fourth air in this series by the A's. So Jimenez is the runner at first. Martin the pinch hitter.
Think about last inning with Rios at the plate and a 3-run game. Sac fly makes it a 2-run game, and that's how big the pinch hit home run by Derek Norris was that gets the lead back up for the Athletics to another 5. Because even though they haven't hit a lot of home runs, there's always that concern about getting under one and driving the ball, and Alex Rios almost did.
Scott Baker starts to throw. So 1-2 to Martin with Odor in the on-deck circle. Callaspo is going to go to first, and they didn't get him. A little hesitation from Callaspo, and the speedy Martin beat it.
He was starting to go and thinking about second base, realized that Jimenez was there already, no chance. So the little 360 had to go far to his left, but there and then there, and that's just when you run hard, you might get a base hit. And Callaspo, really, it's what Odor should have done last inning, but he did not, and ended up throwing wild in the second.
Number 73.
Dan Otero's done his job.
Odor.
And you go back to when he joined the club last year. It was against the Rangers in Arlington. He did exactly what a ground ball pitcher is supposed to do. Got the ground balls, just could not get the outs. And 3 ground balls that he's induced since he's come into the game, and unfortunately, one's an air and one's an infield hit.
And Odor rips one to right center. Coco on the move. Coco on the move, and Coco leaps, and it's off his glove. Coco staying down on the warning track. 2 runs are going to score, and Odor is going to stop at third with a 2-run triple. And Coco is now up, walking back to his position. But boy, he hit that ball very hard.
Well, I had a long run to go to try to get to the ball. The slider down and in, and he thought he missed it. Watch this reaction by the youngster, and he said, "Ugh." And looked a little bit upset. Thought he had gotten a home run.
Daniel Robertson.
And he almost did. And well, if he hadn't hesitated around second, he might have continued to run home. But Coco, long run from left center, jumped, could not get it. Vogt backed him up. And great concentration. Did he get it off his glove? Off the heel of the glove. Actually, he had it. It ended up off the heel of the glove.
So, just like that, it's 8-5.
You run that far, and to be able to time and watch the ball into the glove, just could not do it. So that quickly, 3 batters and so few pitches, and
not a whole lot of zeros up there.
Nope.
Grounded to short. Pinto throws in time. Coming in to score is Odor. Now it's 8-6. So Robertson gets his 4th RBI on the year with a ground out. So Abad and Gregerson quickly up and getting loose quickly.
Andrews.
We were talking about a possible pitcher's duel at the beginning or before this game tonight, and I don't think we're seeing it.
Well, didn't see it last night, and we are not seeing it tonight. Tommy Milone pitched okay, gave up 3 runs in 5 2/3 innings. Darvish was not very good. Tough inning though, an error, and then an infield single on what could have been an out, and then a triple and an RBI ground out. 3 runs for the Rangers, and it happened quickly. First pitch strike to Elvis Andrus, who's 1 for 3.
You know, if the first play is made, Callaspo is in his normal position at second. He makes the play easily.
Yep.
It's right to him, but he has to cheat towards second for a possible double play.
Callaspo cannot make a play, and Andrus is aboard on an infield hit. Once it got over Otero's head, it was going to be a hit. So 3 hits in the inning, 8 hits in the game.
And another ground ball. This one beat in the ground, and a chance for Callaspo.
So Andrus, 2 hits last night, 2 hits tonight, and Bob Melvin's coming out. He's got Abad, the left-hander, ready. Chu is the hitter. He has not made the call. Now he has, as he points to the bullpen. So Abad coming in. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
In any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
So another wild game. It's only the top of the 7th inning. It's 8-6. The A's leading. Norris with a pinch hit home run gave the A's an 8-3 lead, so you're feeling pretty good. But the Rangers quickly with 3 runs here in the top of the 7th.
And once again, the bottom of the order, 4 of the runs have been scored by the bottom 3 in the batting order.
Odor has just killed the A's in this series. Rougned Odor, 20 years old.
They signed Elvis Andrus about that time and signed him to a long-term deal, so maybe they'll find another position for profile.
So Abad to Chu with Beltre waiting in the on-deck circle, so it could be a 1-hitter outing for Abad, we shall see. Beltre and Rios to follow. Only 1 out here in the 7th. There's a baseball loose in left field, and one guy who saw it was Elvis Andrus, and he asked for timeout. So the ball is retrieved. Chu watches another slider. This one low. Chu is 0 for 3 tonight. He's 0 for 7 in the series. Chu DHing again tonight. Remember, he hurt his ankle here at the Coliseum in April. And I think that's still bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, hit his, actually it was a challenge. Hit his foot on the front of the bag. And they challenged it. It was ruled safe, but overturned, ruled out, and hurt himself.
Yeah, and he was out for a while, and that's one of the reasons why he's been DHing some, is that ankle's still not 100%. Behind in the count here, 1-2. Good pitch, strike 3 called, and Chu knew it. So Abad gets a big strikeout.
That's a great comeback after last night when he gave up a couple of home runs, his first extra base hits, and he just gave him arms and legs and a good fastball, and Fro's a very good hitter in Chu. And if he takes a pitch, usually he figures it's out of the strike zone, but a good fastball from Abad.
So Abad does his job. He gets to left-handed hitter. Now Beltre's coming up. Gregerson's coming in.
Chris Gardner, presented by Grant Thornton LLP. Get your tickets now for the A's Red Sox game this Sunday, June 22nd. When 20,000 fans will go home with a Coco Gnome. For information and tickets, visit athletics.com/tickets today. See, the Coco Gnome has a bat in one hand, got a baseball in the other.
I like it.
Coco. That's a good sign. The sign was hit last night, wasn't it?
It was by the opposition.
Yeah, wrong team.
So big at bat here, Gregerson and Beltre with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Andrews is the runner at first. The first pitch. Bends Beltre back. It's a ball. 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI tonight for Beltre. So he's 3 for 6 in the series with 4 RBIs. Ooh, and he got a hanger. He popped it up. My goodness. I would not throw that pitch.
No.
So Gregerson gets away with a hanger. 3 runs for the Rangers. 7th inning stretch. It's 8-6 A's lead. It's brought to you by Hyundai. It's tonight at 10:30, and it's on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. We'll have all the highlights from our game right here between the A's and the Rangers, and have the latest on the Davis-Boone holdout situation for the 49ers. And we'll also have a report from Raiders minicamp. Dave Feldman will host. So bottom of the 7th inning. 8-6, the A's lead. So we got a new pitcher for the Rangers when it's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. It's the lefty Neil Kotz. Kotz pitched last night. And Washington used 4 relievers last night. This is his 3rd reliever tonight. Appearance number 33 for Kotz. So Daniel Robertson slides over to left field. Martin stays in the game at center. Michael Choice is out. And Lowry's the hitter. Lowry with a single and 2 walks tonight. Angels beat the Indians tonight 9-3. Couple home runs for Mike Trout. Cole Calhoun had 4 hits. Shoemaker beat Tomlin. The Mariners won earlier today 6-1 over the Padres. That was a day game up in Seattle. So the Mariners won 3 in a row. The count 0-2 to Lowry. Zero Montero was called up by the Mariners, and he hit a home run today. This was Montero, who a couple years ago, a decent rookie season, but then last year was like a disaster.
Horrible. A little bit overweight, couldn't catch, couldn't do anything. They brought up Zunino, and he did a good job. A little bit of a wake-up call for Mr. Montero, because he was starring New York and didn't quite continue in Seattle. And that trip to AAA sometimes is the biggest wake-up call ever.
Well, if you're the Mariners, you got to be thinking, man, if this guy could hit it all, what a huge help he would be. A right-handed power bat, and that's really kind of what they need. Corey Hart's hurt. Robinson Cano's having a good year. He's hitting .327. He homered today. But I don't know. We'll see with Montero, but if he could show that right-handed bat that they need, that would be a huge lift for the Mariners. Two and two to Lowry. Swing and a miss. Fastball up around the letters. So Lowry is retired for the first time. One out here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, he went upstairs, and that's a good pitch. Maybe a little bit too good, but.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, for the Athletics. Batting for Stephen Vogt, number 3,
so,
Craig Gentry.
Stephen Vogt, who had a huge game, is going to be pinch hit for by Gentry.
This is just as much defense as it is an opportunity to pinch hit because of a lefty. Last night, Kyle Blank's up with a couple of runners on. Stephen Vogt a huge night tonight, playing right field. Kyle Blank's had a 3-2 slider thrown to him by this lefty, Neil Kotz, and as Blank said today, sometimes you just have to tip your hat because it was a perfectly thrown slider inside corner. He had taken a couple, but that's what the big man just said. There's not much you can do, especially as hard as the slider was thrown inside right on the corner.
Andrus juggles, has to hustle to throw to first, and they just get the speedy Gentry. There was a little juggle by Andrus. The ball was hit fairly hard, but he knew ahead he had to hurry, and they may be taking a look at it. I'm sure Adam Roden is on the phone with Chip Hale just to see how close it was.
Well, you bobble with Craig Gentry, then that's, you just got it. You get him.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Alberto Callaspo.
So 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And up steps Callaspo, who has been tough on the Rangers in this series. He was 4 for 5 last night. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a walk. So 6 hits and 7 at bats. Callaspo started the season and he was red hot. He was hitting like .380. Then the month of May came around and he really struggled in May and the early part of this month. But now he's starting to hit a little hot streak.
Oh, change of number and a new sun. Maybe all those things work to good things for Callaspo. He's a proven hitter, has been throughout his career.
Frazier pitched last night. Jason Frazier's up. Close pitch, a bit inside, 3-1. And it's another walk. So the A's have received 6 walks tonight. Mike Maddox is coming out.
Got the first 2 outs and a walk to Callaspo. That's worthy of a visit, and talk about it with Frazier. Frazier doesn't need much time.
Get your hand off my shoulder. No, we're just teasing Mike Maddox. We don't want him to think we're being serious. We just know pitchers that would be like, please, don't touch me.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1, Nick Punto.
Where is Rick Peterson? I don't know.
It's a good question.
I haven't seen him in a while.
So Punto steps in. He's a switch hitter, so he'll hit from the right side. Punto has struck out twice, then he reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 6th inning. Punto getting a start at shortstop tonight. I would say that Nick Punto has been exactly what the A's had hoped when they signed him as a free agent. Gives you a good at-bat, switch hitter, middle infield, can play third if he needs to.
And some say his absence in the Dodgers clubhouse and Mark Ellis' absence that might have affected them. Of course, not the Puigs and Gonzalez, all the other star players, big players on the ball club, but sometimes you need the glue. And Punto is a top player. The A's are fortunate to have signed in the offseason. It's amazing how many players who have never played for the A's, when they're acquired, it's first thing you say, always like the A's, always want to play for them.
Kotz is ready. Short lead by Cayaspo at first. Oh, strike 3 call. Punto can't believe it. Pitch looked low. So it's a strikeout, and the A's do not score, so we're headed to the 8th inning. 8-6 Athletics. Decide the player of the game. Your vote counts. The winner will be revealed during A's Postgame Live. Follow the action on the diamond like never before with enhanced Bloomberg stats and more. A's in-game live on CSNCalifornia.com. Log on now and vote. A's with an 8-6 lead as Gregerson stays in the game. He faces Rios, then Ben Snyder, a left-handed hitter, and then Chris Jimenez. So Gentry stays in the game in right field, and Rios is down in count 0-2 as he waves at a slider. Pitch, another slider, and this time Rios does not chase it. Rangers have scored in 3 consecutive innings, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. And a slider, and Rios swings swings and misses, and that's the first down.
That was not a strike, but it left the hand. Big slider starts outside, keeps running outside, and gets the swing and miss from the aggressive Rios.
Number 64.
Looks like he was trying to do something a little bit more than he did in his last at bat when he hit a sac fly on a line drive to left field.
So here's Snyder. Brad Snyder, who pinch hit in the 6th inning, and he grounded out. Good pitch there, a fastball on the outside corner to Snyder. They were the Kansas City Royals won today. They beat the Tigers again. Today it was 11-4. And right now the Royals are the hottest team in baseball. They have won 9 consecutive games. Chop to Cayespo, who charges, throws, and he just gets out.
Yeah, they're a hot club. And
Oh,
of course, the experts now saying, well, we knew they were a good club, but for a while, nobody thought they were very good. They weren't hitting home runs. They're being criticized for not hitting the long ball, and now all of a sudden, all they're doing is winning.
11-4, so 9 straight wins, 12 out of their last 14. And most
Number 16,
important, Ray, the Kansas City Royals are now in
Jimenez.
first place by a half
57,
game over the Tigers. So quite a stretch for the Royals. It was Yordano Ventura, the young hard-throwing rookie, that got the win today. He went 7 innings. He's 5-5, and Max Scherzer gave up 10 earned runs and 10 hits in 4 innings. Almost seems like that could not happen to Max Scherzer, but it did. So the Tigers are 9-19 in their last 28 games.
And there was a concern at one time in that division that they were going to run away and leave everybody in the dust.
27-12. That's what they started out.
And that it was going to be one of those divisions that, forget it, planned for a wild card or something. And now, if Sean Doolittle gets loose, yeah, they're, who knows? But still, you go back to the Sunday night game and the mechanical problems of the plane and later arrival in Cleveland. They have not played anywhere close to the way they did before that. And now to find themselves second.
Shallow right center. And Coco dives, and Coco makes the catch. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Gregerson with a little help from Coco Crisp. Check it out. Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 6-8-2 for the Rangers, 8-10-1 for the Athletics. A tough start for Darvish. He gives up 5 earned runs in 5+ innings. Tommy Milone, just good enough to be in line for a win, but the A's need to get the final 3 outs. And biggest hit in the game for the A's was a pinch hit 3-run homer by Derek Norris, and that was in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 8th, and Donaldson, who pinch hit for Sogard in the 6th, is going to step in and hit for the 2nd time. Slider from the new pitcher Jason Frazier is a strike. Frazier also pitched last night. Having a good year with a 1.50 ERA. More strikeouts than innings pitched. There's a shot to left at a base hit. Hit number 11 for the A's.
That's the solid base hit that Josh Donaldson's looking for. There you go. Foot down, timing okay with a mistake pitch.
Now batting.
Good to left field. John Diddley will not be opposed to having some insurance run. They get one more. Donaldson, a quick bet, and got it going with that one.
So top of the order in Coco Crisp, 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. A's will see the Red Sox this weekend, and the Red Sox beat the Twins today 2-1. Lester beat Phil Hughes. Coco takes a strike. The Red Sox now 33-38, so they've been a streaky team. And losing streaks, winning streaks. They're just trying to get back to the 500 mark. They did pick up a game in the standings tonight, so they're 7.5 back in the AL East. If Lester pitched tonight, then he would be in line to pitch on Sunday, the series finale here at the Coliseum. So Coco ended the last half inning with this catch.
Well, a bit of a late jump, but a great dive, and maybe able to get to the ball, make the play, and go into the headlong dive. Gets a standing ovation from the crowd as he comes in. Big swing by Jimenez, and the result was a clap in the glove by Gregerson. Like that. What a great play.
There's a shot to center, and it bounces in front of Martin, and Coco's got a hit. The A's with a chance to add on here. They lead 8-6.
Fastball elevated again by Frazier, and that's something that I see last night and had not seen from him. But Donaldson got a high fastball, Frazier another high fastball, and both with singles to start this 8th inning.
So a quick meeting on the mound as Norris steps in. This is what Norris did in the 6th inning as a pinch hitter.
Watch this very controlled swing on a 2-0 fastball, and I'd say he knew it was gone. Should have, because that was a line drive, no doubt. Derek Norris again. Got Espo and Cansbury happy. The tunnel was there for Derek Norris, and what a season he is having.
That was his 10th home run for Norris. Actually, that was his 8th home run. And he swings at a slider and misses it.
And you look at the difference in that swing and what he did 2-0 is the exact opposite, because he was looking fastball, didn't get it, whereas on the 2-0 he just calmly stayed at the plate and just reacted on a fastball towards the middle, as he did against Gonzalez and against Nuno on Sunday.
So 0-1. And another slider out of the strike zone, and Norris chased it, so it's 0-2. Scott Baker up again for Texas.
Knowing how much you can throw and should throw in the bullpen, and Sean Doolittle was up the last inning. Top inning actually, with Raiders on the mound, which would indicate he might have been coming into the game. Something would have happened, but he has been throwing for a long time.
Oh, 2 pitch is a little bit low to take by Norris.
Day game tomorrow, series finale, 12:35 first pitch.
Not sure Jason Frazier realizes it's a day game tomorrow. As far as I know, he's got 2, maybe 3 pitches, right? I don't think he's got more than that.
Maybe he's trying to avoid the high fastball. It's been hit very hard. Good sliders that he's throwing to Derek Norris for strikes. It's amazing. Sometimes you look at a game and there's a lot of action. Things are going along. You think it's going to be about a 2-hour game. You look up and it's excess of 3 again. And it's, but I mean, it's just tension-filled game that just things keep happening.
So 2-2. And now full count. So the starting pitchers tomorrow: Nick Tepich for the Rangers, Sonny Gray for the Athletics. And our coverage starts at noon. And then that's a pregame live. And then the ball game at 12:35. So Sonny Gray and Nick Tepich tomorrow. The third and final game of the series. Pitch is ripped left center field. Nobody's going to get it. 1 run's going to score. Toko buzzing around third to throw to the plate late, and that's a big hit by Norris again.
And this at bat starting with Derek Norris swinging. That 2 sliders completely off the plate, out of the strike zone. He works the count to 3-2. And Jason Frazier throws him a fastball in the same swing that he put on for the 3-run home run. He does it again on the 2-run double. 5 runs batted in by Derek Norris in his 2 at-bats, and he didn't start the game. John Jaso with 2 hits. The second spot in the batting order, 4 hits for the Athletics. And Coco Crisp read it perfectly, flying around the bases, and Derek Norris was 5 runs batted in. Just think if he'd started the game.
So Scott Baker in, Frazier out, and we'll be back. 10-6, the A's lead. Got 5 RBIs, a 3-run homer, a 2-run double here in the 8th inning, and the A's have stretched out their lead to 10-6. So still nobody out. Scott Baker comes in. He's the 6th pitcher of the night for the Rangers.
And Sean Doolittle has sat down. He actually threw a lot of pitches while he was getting ready, but with the extra run now, it's an unsafe situation at this point. So the A's have Evan Scribner, who's just called up, and somebody else has just joined.
Doolittle's
still up. Okay. Let's see if, a lot of times if they're up throwing, they might as well they're just going to come in. So he might come in anyway. Just see. But he had sat down when Scribner started to get loose.
1-1 to Cespedes. Scott Baker. Scott Baker was a starter for the Twins for a while.
Yes, he was.
Right field, but playable for Rios. Rios is under. Gets it back in, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cespedes 1 for 4 after the fly out, and that'll bring up Moss.
Now batting first baseman, number 37, Brandon.
4th player in Oakland A's history with 5 RBIs off the bench. Templeton, Durazo, Smith. Norris for the season now at 34 RBIs. Not too shabby. Moss looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 4. He has not gotten into the hit and run parade here. There's that look. Sogard did not have any hits, but he walked and scored a run. Pucto does not have any hits, but he did score a run. Everybody else has at least 1 hit, but not Moss. So takes an 0 for 4 into this at bat.
Trying to figure out what the bleacher creatures in right field are chanting as they're all bouncing around. They're saying something. Kind of reminded me, and that's why I thought Yu Darvish might have felt at home, because Tokyo, they have the cheering section in right field. And they have the bands that cheer, and They started doing that right field. I thought Darvish should be perfectly suited for this spin. Didn't work out for him again tonight.
Inside corner strike to Moss. There they are, always having a good time.
All the signs.
They don't miss any games either. Deserve a lot of credit. High pop-up foul. Just to our left. So 2-2 to Moss. Somehow it ended up in the luxury suite.
Oh, maybe they were nice. Oh, they're giving it.
This one's going to be playable on the infield. Beltre waits, and he's got it, and that's the second out. So Moss takes an 0 for 5, and Lowry's going to get his 5th at bat. Lowry tonight, a single, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So 1 for 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 8, Jed Lowry.
The Yankees beat the Blue Jays today 3-1, and it was Tanaka who got the win. Tanaka is now 11-1 with a 1.99 ERA. He had 10 strikeouts in 6 innings.
It's making that sign by the Yankees look pretty good.
That is true. So the Yankees beat the first place Blue Jays. Yankees are 3.5 back.
Sean Doolittle continuing to throw. The A's have a 4-run lead. It might have been Scribner get up if the A's score. They have a 5-run lead. Otherwise, Doolittle, since he's up, he might come in. We shall see the way this inning turns out.
Oh, 2 now on a foul tip. So Lowry behind in the count. The Orioles beat the Rays 7-5. So Baltimore picks up a game. They're now 4 out in 3rd place in the East. Chris Davis hit a grand slam for Baltimore. Fights that one off, does Lowry. So the count remains 0-2. Nationals beat the Astros tonight 6-5.
Figure out what they're saying? No clue. Talking about how great a player Rios is? Okay.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a high fastball. Side retired. So Derek Norris with a 2-run double. He's got a 5 RBI night. We're headed to the 9th. The A's 10 and the Rangers 6.
start the game, but how about a 3-run home run? That was big because the A's only had a 2-run lead. That made it 5. The Rangers came back, so Derek Norris with a couple of runners on worked the 3-2 count. Frazier and a double to left center, scoring a couple. And Derek Norris, a 2-hit game, 5 runs batted in, and he came in to pinch hit in the 6th inning, and all that took place in his last 2 at-bats.
So the A's with 10 runs tonight on 13 hits. Callaspo's had a big night. He's been on base all 4 times. He's had a big series. So Doolittle is on. Gunderson with an inning and a third of work.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for Texas, number 2, Leonis Martin.
So Leonis Martin, who had a pinch hit single in the 7th and stayed in the game, he'll lead off. Odor to follow, and then Robertson here in the 9th inning. A's 4 outs away from a win. Trying to hold their 4.5 game lead over the Angels, who won, and Mariners also won tonight. Again, day baseball tomorrow. Join us at noon for A's pregame live. And the Red Sox come to town Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Tommy Malone will get the Sunday start, as will be against Lester, as you mentioned. They pitch tonight. And Tommy would like a reprieve because that was actually his last loss, I think we pointed out. It's had it.
It was to Boston.
Yeah,
in Boston.
Boston. Grand Slam Johnny Gomes first inning, and he's lost it 6-3.
No chance for Leonis Martin. Chases that high fastball.
Go up the ladder with Dr. Doolittle. Can't catch it. Cannot catch up to the high fastball. And upstairs, Norris wants it up. It went up and just by him so quickly. And again, something Sean Doolittle talked about. Derek Norris gives the sign and then raises the mitt up at the last instant.
Now, Ray, we've talked a lot about Donaldson making the All-Star team, and Moss and Kazmir and Sonny Gray, and we haven't mentioned Sean Doolittle, but the more you think about it and you start looking at his numbers, I think he's a very legitimate candidate.
I agree 100%.
Now, we obviously see him every day. We know how good he is. The people who are choosing the teams have to realize it, and I think most do, but I mean, he's in a great stretch right now, and Ray, he's thrown 32 innings. 1 walk, 44 strikeouts.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. And when he walked the batter, everybody said, well, that's his first one since last year. I said, huh? But that's how effective he has been. And
no chance.
That's effectiveness there. And talk about relying on a fastball. That's what he does. And all the more reason when a closer comes out of the pen and he throws fastballs and hitters do that, why would you throw anything else?
Number 19, Daniel Robertson.
First of all, you don't see a lot of left-handed closers. There have been some good ones with a lot of saves, but most of them are right-handed. Sean Doolittle changes all of that the way he pitches.
So here's Robertson, the leadoff man. And he takes a pitch a little bit low. Missed somewhere, 2-0. Doolittle checks in with Andy Fletcher. Looked like a strike to me.
Sounded like a strike.
Sounded like a strike. Looked like, smelled like a strike.
I mean, he called Nick Punto out, which was a little shocking because the pitch was out of the strike zone. But the last one, Robertson looked good.
Grabs the outside corner, 2-1. loss. Tommy Milone 1 out away from getting his 5th win of the year. Doolittle, the 4th reliever in the game. 3-1 pitch is hit in the air to shallow right. This should do it. And that's the ball game. So a quick 9th inning for Doolittle. So indeed, Tommy Milone, the winner. He raises his record to 5-3. Darvish takes the loss. He's 7-3, and the A's even up this series at a game apiece. So another big offensive night. And this time the A's come out on top. So the final score tonight in Game 2 of the series: the Athletics 10 and the Rangers 6. You've been watching A's baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California. Don't go away. A's Post Game Live with Henry Wolford and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.